Hey everyone, best wishes for the festive season. I hope you've had a great Christmas and Boxing Day. We're now at Tuesday. I've lost track of the days, and taken advantage of some time off work to review some of the things I received for Christmas to share with you, and to give you some insight maybe into some of the things I'll be reviewing in future videos. I hope you got everything that you wanted and planned for. I did very well. I was very lucky, very fortunate. So I wanted to just share some of those things, and obviously I'm sure we'll all be starting to cast our eyes onto the new year and projects for 2022. So first of all, books. So I received this from one of my buddies at the club, 1 Hour Skirmish Wargames by John Lambshead. So this is fast play Diceless Rules for small unit actions. Shout out to my brother, this is Diceless, so it might actually give me a chance of competing with you when we play a game again face to face. He'll know exactly what I mean by that as the Dice King of the club. But this looks a really interesting publication. Covers actually various periods with slight rule adaptations. Reminds me very similar to a couple of other rule sets that I've got by Neil Thomas. So looking forward to a read of that in due course. Secondly, my good lady got me a couple of interesting books that I'd asked for. Gettysburgs Peach Orchard. This one is by actual battlefield guides at the site itself. This is what I've been looking at for a while. I'm very interested in the whole peach orchard battle within the battle. Most people are obviously always looking at things like Pickett's Charge, but this looks a really interesting read. I'd read some reviews on the book and the authors concerned. I'm hoping one day to get there and have a look at it for real, but I'm going to enjoy reading that one. And then something a little bit different again, my wife very kindly bought this for me, the Armchair General, Can You Defeat the Nazis by John Buckley. What appealed to me of this is it's a little bit like the old-fashioned choose your own stories. So you remember things like fighting fantasy books in the past. This one's really good because it gives you some real war scenarios that the generals faced, and then you choose your decisions in terms of what you would have done given the information that you had available from intelligence reports and things like that. So I'm really interested to look at this. It's something very different, and I think it's going to be a really interesting read. Annoyingly for me, but great for you guys, is that I've clocked on Amazon that this is half price now in the sale. So I believe you can pick this really nice hardback book up for £7.50 British pounds, which is an absolute steal. I hate to say it, but my wife probably paid full price, but I still think at 15 quid this was a good buy, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. So one to go and have a look at on Amazon, or any other book retailer where you might be able to get hold of it. Finally, some more reading material, again from my beloved. This was one I spotted in a local bookshop in our town. It's a second-hand book. It's on a subject I hadn't seen much reading material on, and that is Hitler's Eagle's Nest, the complete account of Adolf Hitler's alleged mountain fortress by Florian Bale, I believe that is. Cracking book, and I've already had a really good read of this, and there's some really interesting photographs, maps, colour and black and white, talking about the roots of the building itself, how it was built, how it was changed, how it was sort of destroyed, and where it is now. Really interesting read, not one I'd ever found before, so I was really pleased she was able to get this for me. I think she picked it up for something in the region of £10, and this is a book 208 pages long, so for me that's a steal. And looking forward to reading and finding out a bit more about that. Maybe a future project. We shall see. So that's most of the reading material. Couple of games. First of all, Worthington's next book game release, Waterloo Solitaire. I've got the Bismarck version, and they've just brought out the Waterloo one. All you need, as they say on the cover, is a dice, a pen, and a sense of adventure to play. I think they've done a cracking job of this. I might well do a review video, even a playthrough video. The quality of the finish and the components is great. I've actually just bought some A4 sized acetate sheets. What I'm hoping to do, rather than ruining the book, is to slot those in with some dry white markers and play the game using that, just to keep the book intact. But potentially, you know, there's a good number of games and a bit of longevity in here, but it's something you can play, you know, when you're travelling. You haven't got to take much with you. It gives you a little fix to that itch, so to speak, when you're missing out on a bit of gaming time. So that's one to have a look at. My son kindly bought me GMT's No Retreat, the French and Polish fronts. I haven't got any of the No Retreat series, but particularly the French and Polish fronts in the Second World War of appeal to me. So hope to get that out, do a bit of an unboxing, and have a little look at the components of that one with you in due course. My parents bought me the next DVG board game for my collection. Again, this was a period I was very interested in. Soldiers in postmen's uniform. So this is the defence of the Polish post office in Danzig, early in Second World War. I've got the Castle Itter game under Dan Verson Games, and I haven't got Pavlov's House as yet, but that is one I'm looking at. But again, this looks a fantastic, great component game, and again one I'd like to share with you, possibly in a future video. Finally, from my daughter and her half, Undaunted reinforcements. So I've got both the previous iterations of Undaunted, Normandy and North Africa, played virtually all the scenarios. It's an excellent game. So reinforcements was a given, really. I again hope to share a video of the game. There's been an issue, a known issue now, with the cards. The colours were slightly different to the original games, which could cause some challenges. Osprey have been very quick to offer a fix for this. They've provided a form you can fill in with proof of purchase, and they'll replace all those cards at their expense. Obviously there may be some delay with problems with getting things from overseas, but they've dealt with the issue very quickly and offered an exchange there. So hope to bring you a little bit more on that one in due course. So lots of reading and gaming material to kind of sift through and have a look at. Outside of my painting and wargaming projects, which I shared with you in the previous video, my brother, linked to that, has bought me some Winsor Newton paintbrushes. So never purchased any of these myself. I know they're sort of the creme de la creme of paintbrushes. I'm looking forward to painting with those to my very humble standards, but I've got a 0 and a 000 there, so looking forward to getting those in action in due course. And some fast drying basing glue by Geek Gaming Scenics, and apparently he says this is extremely quick drying, perfect for basing, so maybe one to have a look at. Again, once I've used it in due course, I may share some feedback on that myself at a future video. But that's all the more than enough, I'm sure you think, of material that has arrived over the last week or so. I continue to paint some 28mm skeletons from Wargames Atlantic. I bought some sprues. These are actually going to be used for my of Gods and Mortals game. They're really more a palette cleanser. I just wanted to paint something very different. So they're on the production line at the moment, alongside my Travel Battle figures, which are starting to kind of take shape there. Again, I don't know how well you'll be able to see those in the camera there. And as I said in my previous video, I've got a number of things that I want to crack on with coming into the new year. So hope to bring you certainly some unboxings and general reviews over the next few weeks, and some project updates in due course as well. But if I don't see you before, have a fabulous celebration over the New Year period, and hope to bring you some more videos very soon.